Hello, welcome. Today's practice is going to be a really juicy, slow flow. So we will, of course, work with slowing down the movements and kind of a signature creative sequence here. We're going to work with some different transitions, giving you options for different levels, different modifications. Of course, as always, do what you need. Honor your body. If you have two blocks, great to have them. If you don't, you'll survive without them. We will start laying down on our backs. So let's come with our feet wide, knees knocked together into constructive rest. And then up to you, if you need a bit more grounding, I'd suggest taking your hands on top of your body, resting them face down. And if you're here for a bit more opening, maybe you take this soft cactus shape with your elbows bent and your palms open. Wherever you find yourself, close your eyes. And deepen your breath. And just gift yourself these first few moments to really arrive where you are. Observe how you feel. And just acknowledge the energy that you arrived to this practice with. Noting if that energy is one that you would like to amplify and expand, or if it's something that you'd prefer to shift and alchemize. And continue to allow yourself to soften into the earth. Your breath to widen and expand. And if your hands are on top of your body, go ahead and open your arms up into this soft cactus shape, so elbows bent. Keep your feet as wide as they are and drop your knees over to the right. Just finding a gentle twist. Maybe your gaze turns to the left. See if you can glue your left shoulder down. Stay broad and open across your heart. And take another deep breath here. And then slowly, like a rainbow, bring your knees up and over to the left, turning your gaze to the right, keeping your right shoulder heavy. And deep breath in. Long breath out. Slowly come back through center. Begin to straighten your legs forward and straighten your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch, just reaching through toes and fingertips. Get really long on your side body. And with an exhale, gather your knees into your heart. Give yourself a little squeeze and maybe you rock a little side to side here. And if you're rocking, just let the movement be really slow. With your knees back in towards your heart, find a happy baby. First one, you might just grab your ankles, let your knees fall wide. You might reach for the outer edges of your feet. See what works best for you. And invite in that really slow rock, side to side. And it's super duper slow. Slower than you probably think is slow. And then we'll add on as you rock towards the right, start to kick your right leg straight. Any amount, doesn't have to be all the way. And then start to draw it back in as you rock through center and to the left. Your left leg starts to straighten. And just continue like that, side to side, bending and straightening. And then come back to center. Feet to the ground, arms overhead, send your legs straight, deep breath. And then again, knees hug into your chest. And this time we'll make our way to child's pose. So you can rock forward and up, or you could just roll to one side and press yourself around. But either way, we're gonna take big toes to touch, knees a bit wider than our hips. Sitting bones to heels, and then spill your belly forward. Rest your forehead down. Your arms be really heavy, your belly really soft. Let your breath start to move really wide into your back body. Feel your back ribs fill with breath. And then stretch your fingertips a little bit further forward towards the front of your mat. With an inhale, round yourself up through tabletop. So your chin is still to your chest, your back body is rounded. And then on the exhale, your hips will start to drop forward, your heart reaches between your arms, and your toes pick up, this upward facing dog variation. And then again, slowly, sitting bones lead you back towards your child's pose. Notice if you might need to bring your knees a little closer together. And continuing with this movement, inhale, round yourself upright. Toes lift towards your bum. And then your hips drop, your heart reaches forward, your gaze lifts. Lift back, child's pose. One more time, inhale, round up. Exhale, sink forward, open heart. And then this time as you start to press back, tuck your toes under, sitting bones to the sky, downward facing dog. And just take a moment to adjust yourself here. Step your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Sway your hips side to side. Find your breath in this new orientation. And start to walk your hands to meet your feet. Back of your mat, forward fold, heels drop, knees sink, belly and upper body soft. Hang heavy. Take your fingertips to the mat in front of your toes or to your shins. Inhale and lift halfway. And then exhale and fold back down. And next inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Circle your arms up and overhead, reach, and then take a prayer to your heart. Let your eyes close. Just pause here, finding breath. And moment to moment, tuning in with yourself, observing how you feel. And send your prayer to the sky. Breathe in. Soft knees, wide arms, fold forward. Breathe out. Bring your right fingertips in front of your face. Bend your right knee and then start to open your left arm to the sky. Left leg goes straight, any amount. Looking up, sending your breath into your left palm. And then when I exhale, slowly left fingertips come down, left knee bends, and we move to the other side. Right leg straightens, right arm reaches. Inhale all the way up your arm. And then exhale all the way down to your fold. Once more to each side. Left leg straightens, left arm reaches up. Breath in. On the breath out, left arm comes down, knee bends. Right fingertips high, right leg straight. Inhale. Exhale your right hand down, back into your fold. This next inhale, we lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and release. Downward facing dog, walk your hands forward. And then chin into your chest, just like we did in our child's pose, now rounding forward to a plank. So back body leads, back of head rises, and then drop your knees down. Reach your heart forward on an inhale, and lower all the way down to your belly on an exhale. Take your fingertips wide beneath your elbows. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften down. Do that twice more. Inhale, rise. And exhale, melts. Last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Press yourself back to a tabletop and pause. Take your right knee center on the mat. Send your left leg back. Open your left arm up. So left foot parallel with the back edge of your mat. And then send your left arm overhead towards the top of your mat. So breath into your whole left side body. Your left rib cage reach to the sky. And then you'll send your left fingertips towards the sky as you shift your weight to your right shin and float your left leg up. And stay active through this leg, so flex your foot and reach the outer line of your leg up. And either you can stay here or you could bend this lifted leg, reach for the top of your foot, and then kick your foot into your hand, send your hips forward, your heart forward. And if you have the foot, you'll slowly release it. Left foot comes down, left arm circles back, overhead, back to the mat. Left knee comes in. And just give it a little wiggle, let it go. Move to the other side. Weight on your left shin, right foot back, turn your toes out, right arm sweeps up and overhead. So think about your left rib cage pressing up towards your right rib cage. Whole right side body breathes. All right, moving this bottom shin behind you a little bit. The foot behind you is going to make it a little bit more stable. Right fingertips to sky, right foot flexed, right leg lifts. Right, staying here, engaging navel to backbone, working on the balance. And maybe finding your back foot with your hand, kicking foot into hand, heart open, hips open. And then slowly right foot down, right hand circles overhead, and then right hand to the mat, right knee to the mat. Wiggle it out. Good. Let's take just 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, soften your belly, gaze forward. Exhale, press and round. Again, breathe in, soften and open. Breathe out to round and curl. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward, curl your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big toes step a little bit closer together so they're centered at the back of your mat. Sweep your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, turn it open. Right hip stacks on top of left, this big yawn for your right hip. And then re-extend your right leg, inhale. Knee to your nose as you carefully transition your right foot forward and step between your hands. Left knee drops, arms rise up overhead. I like to hook my thumbs, fan out my fingers. We take a breath. On an exhale, hands come down. You can frame your right foot. This is where blocks are helpful. We'll straighten the right leg and fold half split. Now as you lunge back into your right knee, plant your left hand. Back toes are curled. You'll circle your right arm forward and then up overhead as your back knee lifts, and we're in a twisting runner's lunge. Reach your right fingertips towards your back foot. Slingshot your heart forward. Feel your right shoulder wrap back. And then right arm towards the sky. Right hand down, frame your foot. Pyramid pose just for a breath. Breathing over a straight right leg. And then your left foot steps forward to meet your right. Top of your mat. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, breathe in. Bow forward, let it go, breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand, arms circle wide. Find a prayer above you, take it into your heart, pause. Breathe. Your heart rate slow down. Observe how you feel. Take note of what you need. Press your prayer to the sky, breathe in. Wide arms, open heart, fold forward, breathe out. Half lift, inhale. Bow and let it go, exhale. Step back, downward facing dog. So you can always choose to stay in downward facing dog and skip any of these vinyasas. Make the practice your own. If you're moving with me, we'll inhale slowly forward to plank. Option to again drop your knees and lower to your belly. Otherwise, full Chaturanga Dandasana, catching yourself halfway, elbow height. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then downward facing dog, however you need to get there, sitting bones high. And a few deep breaths here. And big toes come closer together. This time it's our left leg that sweeps high, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, open your hip. And then reach your left toes high, breath in. On your breath out, knee to your nose, round forward and step forward. Right knee down, arms rise up. We inhale here, and then exhale to our half split. Straighten your left leg, frame your foot, fold forward. Start to come back to your low lunge. Plant your right hand. As your left arm circles forward and overhead, your back knee lifts, twisting lunge. And then left hand keeps reaching back. Slingshot your heart forward. So feel your left shoulder wrap back, shoulder blades towards each other. Press down through the big toe of your front foot. Get really long through your body. Breathe. And then your left arm circles up overhead as your left leg straightens, and we find ourselves in a pyramid pose just for a breath. And step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Let it go and fold, exhale. Rise all the way up to stand, breathing in. Prayer to your heart, breathe out. Let's keep moving nice and slowly with breath. Inhale, prayer to the sky. Wide arms, swan dive forward over your legs. Halfway lift. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, forward plank. Halfway or all the way to the earth, lower down. Open heart cobra or upward facing dog, broad across your chest, a smile with your heart. Downward facing dog. Deep breath. Once again, big toes closer to each other, right leg to the sky. And take an inhale here, right leg stays straight on your exhale, knee towards your nose, slow step right foot forward. Left knee comes down, keep your toes curled. Low lunge, rise up, inhale. On an exhale now, twist open to your right, send your left arm forward, your right arm back. Now you can stay here or you can tip back. Right hand will find anywhere along your back body and your left arm will reach overhead. So it's a twist and a heart opener at the same time. And then from here we tip forward and find that twisting runner's lunge, left hand down, right arm up. This time we reach right arm overhead. Turn your right side body open towards the sky. And then your right fingertips will come down inside of your right foot. Both legs are straight. Walk down the left edge of your mat, parallel your toes. Come up onto your fingertips and halfway lift. And then let it go and fold deeply between your legs. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold forward. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out and let it go. And now you'll turn just your right toes to face towards the top of your mat as you start to walk your hands towards your right foot. And then your left arm will lead you up and open, warrior two. And pausing here for a breath. And then tip back, reverse. Right fingertips across the sky. Right shin lunges further forward. And windmill your hands down and back to your twisting lunge. So pick up your back heel, left toes forward. Left hand down, your right arm circles back and up. And then your right arm circles forward and down. Frame your foot, pyramid pose, straighten your leg. And step your left foot to meet your right, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and let it go. Rise to stand, breathe in. Prayer to the sky. Prayer to your heart. Reconnect with your breath. So there's no rush. We're trying to really rewire that pattern, that sense of urgency that we seem to have. Letting yourself take your time. Letting life take its time. And next inhale, prayer reaches up. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Slow ripple forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, your heart open. And exhale, back to dog. Right away, deepening your breath, reconnecting. Finding that sense of stillness here. And right foot center, inhale your left leg up. Exhale, slowly travel it forward, step it between your hands, low lunge, back knee down, rise up. Breathe in, and on breath out, we twist. So turning towards your left, arms open like wings. Stay here or tip back. Find anywhere along your back leg. Right arm reaches up. And begin to tip forward, right fingertips down, left arm high, back knee up, left arm keeps reaching overhead, turning your side body further up towards the sky. And then left hand down inside of your left foot, walk to the right, wide-legged forward folds. Come up on your fingertips, halfway lift, inhale. Release and fold, exhale. 2 more times, breathing in, a supple bend to the back of your knees. Breathe out, let it go. Final time, inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Setting up for warrior 2, walk towards your left foot, pivot your toes forward, let your right arm windmill up and open, sink into your shape. Then tip back, reverse. And then begin to tip forward, back toes face forward, right hand down, left arm up. Once again, we twist, left arm overhead, and then pyramid pose. Left hand comes down as left leg straightens. Good breathing here. Right foot forward, Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift and bow. Rise to stand, arms to sky. Let's take it back down. Exhale and fold. Letting this be a moving prayer. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, down dog. Becomes a little dance in your body. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Open heart, breath across your heart. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Right leg to the sky. Slowly step right foot forward. Tap your back knee, low lunge, arms up. 1 breath. Open twist, turn to your right. Stay or tip back. Find a deeper expression of the shape. Tip forward, find your open twist, left hand down, right arm up, back knee up. Right arm overhead. So we really keep moving fluidly through the shapes. Right fingertips inside of right foot. Walk down the left edge of your mat, parallel your toes. This time right hand stays, left arm opens. Wide twist. Breath all the way up your left arm into your left hand. And then as your left hand comes down, start to walk to your right foot. Pivot your toes forward. Warrior 2, rise up and open. Keep going, tip back. Good. Spin forward, left hand down, left heel up, right arm up, twist. And now this time, you can stay here or start to turn onto the pinky edge of each foot and turn all 10 toes out to the right. So your right knee kind of falls open. And now stay here or start to heel toe your right foot a little bit more centered on your mat. Really press into the outer edge of your right foot and pick your right knee up, coming to a side plank. Step your right foot behind you, wild thing. Send your hips and heart to the sky, right arm overhead. And always the option to stay in that twisting lunge. Right knee lifts back up. And then right foot steps forward. Good, pyramid pose, frame your foot, straighten your legs. Look forward, step forward, left foot to right. Halfway lift. Let it go. All the way up, inhale. All the way down, exhale. Halfway lift, open heart. Fold, plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Remember, these vinyasas are optional. If you need a rest, skip it. Take child's pose instead. Shifting forward to plank. Halfway down or all the way. Open heart, Cobra pose or upward facing dog. Downward facing. Reconnect with your breath. Left leg to the sky. Slowly, left foot steps forward. Maybe I don't need to keep saying slowly. Maybe you guys get it by now. Drop your back knee. Arms up. So we keep moving with breath and inhale here in our lunge and exhale to twist open. Stay or tip back. Doesn't have to be big. Tip forward, right hand down, left arm overhead, lift up your back knee. Left arm reaches, bicep by your ear, and then circle your hand down inside your foot. Parallel your toes, walk to the right. Your left fingertips stay down, your right arm opens up. Breathe. And as your right hand comes down, you start to crawl back towards the top of your mat. Turn your left toes forward. Windmill up and open, warrior two. Keep going, tip back. And then we slowly cartwheel our hands down. Find first the open twist in your runner's lunge. So always the option to stay here. Or you're turning all 10 toes to the left, either stopping here or heel toeing your left foot a little more center, lifting up through your knee to come through a side plank and step behind you for a wild thing. Open your heart, drop your head back. And then pick your left knee back up. From wherever you are, stepping forward, frame your foot, pyramid pose, shift your hips back, left leg straight, right leg straight. Head look forward, right foot steps to meet left, half lift, and fold down. Come all the way up to stand, inhale. Keep going, exhale and fold. Almost there. Halfway rise. Plant your hands. Downward facing dog. Plank pose, slowly unravel forward. Lower halfway or all the way down. Open your heart, breathe in. Child's pose this time, breathe out and sink back. Soften your belly, let your arms rest. It's really deep, full breaths here. Last breath. Rising up, start to walk your hands towards your knees. Come all the way up, sit on your heels, bring your fingertips behind you. Roll your arms a little closer together, send your heart up, maybe tip your head back. And then start to shift forward, knees hip distance. Again, sweep your arms in front of you, but this time pick up your hips. Come right into Anahatasana, heart melting pose. So hips stack over your knees, arms stretch forward, heart melts to the earth. And look forward, pull forward onto your belly. Once again, fingertips wide beneath your elbows. Inhale, lift up. This time on your exhale, tap your right shoulder center. Let your gaze fall under your left elbow. And inhale, center, rise up. Exhale, tap your left shoulder down, gaze right. Head back through center, breathe in. All the way to your mat, breathe out. Plant your hands beneath your shoulders, tabletop or plank, come back to downward facing dog. So one more little add-on to our sequence, final round. Send your right leg to the sky. Knee to your nose, quietly step, right foot between your hands. Left knee down, low lunge. Inhale up, twist open, turn to your right. Stay or lean back. Tip forward to your lunge, left hand down, back knee up, right arm overhead. Right arm inside of right foot. Straighten legs, parallel your toes, walk halfway down. Right hand plants, left arm up, twist open. So turning towards the back of your mat. Breath all the way across your chest up into your left hand. Exhale your left hand down, warrior two. Turn your right toes forward, rise up. And right away, tip back, reverse. Cartwheel your hands down, find again your twisting lunge, left hand down, right arm up. So remember, you can stay here or just turn your toes open. Otherwise, we're going right for it, right knee to the sky in a side plank variation, and then wild thing, ball of right foot behind you. Send your hip points high, send your heart high. From here, right knee rises back towards the sky, side plank variation. And now as you step your right foot forward, we're stepping right into half moon. So right foot steps, right fingertips reach, maybe you have a block. Left leg springs up, left hip rolls open. Left hand can come first just to your left hip. Right, activity through your left leg. We did this on hands and knees before from tabletop. So stay as you are or bend your lifted knee, catch your foot. Kick your foot into your hand, press your hips towards this left side of your mat. Make sure not to hyperextend your standing knee. And then very slowly and carefully we release and just step back to a forward fold. Step forward, I should say, left foot to right foot. Good, let it go. Lift up halfway. And then fold back down. And sway a little side to side. Maybe take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And heel toe your feet back beneath you. Rise all the way up to stand. Full breath in. Last time, breath out, take it down. Inhale up halfway. Fold and plant your hands, downward facing dog. Ripple forward, high plank. Back of your heart leads the way. High to low. Inhale to an open heart, rolls back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Reconnect with your and right foot step center, left toes reach to the sky. Left foot between your hands, low lunge. Arms sweep up on an inhale. Twist to your left on an exhale. Stay or reach back. Tip forward, right fingertips find the ground. Right knee lifts, left arm sweeps overhead. Left hand down, walk down the right edge of your mat. Wide-legged twist. So left hand down, right arm up. Turn your heart open towards the back of your mat. Big breath in. On your breath out, right hand down. Crawl towards your left foot, turn those toes forward. Warrior two, and right as you rise up, you reverse, sweep back. Cartwheel your hands down. Twisting lunge is our first stop. Left arm high. Right, remember your variations. We're going into this side plank, left knee high, right to a wild thing, step back, open up. Back through the side plank with your left knee high, this kind of dancing tree will take us forward to half moon. So left toes step, left fingertips down, right leg up. Turn your hip open. See if you can turn your whole body open towards the right edge of your mat. Flex your right foot. Hug your right shoulder back and closer towards the left. And either stay here or find Chapasana, bending your lifted knee, reach for the back of your foot. Kick foot into hand. Heart open. Strong. And then a forward fold, right foot down, feet nice and wide, sway side to side, let it go. Keep your feet nice and wide, halfway lift, inhale. And on this exhale, we'll come to a squat, Malasana, bend your knees and sit down. And take your hands together in a prayer. And then you can take your hands behind you for support. Have a seat. And take the soles of our feet together, knees open wide, right into Baddha Konasana. Scoop your hands beneath your ankles and just lift up through your heart. And you could stay upright as you are, or you can start to tip forward, spill your heart towards the mat. Your back body will round, let your shoulders cave in. And stay here, a few more breaths, relax your jaw, soften your belly. And you can slowly start to walk yourself up. Take your hands behind you. Start to bring your knees together. Heel toe your feet wide. Drop your knees towards the left. Right knee taps left foot. And then through center and to the right. Left knee taps right foot. And back and forth one more time. And then knees point up. If you have a block, grab it, have it with you, come down onto your back. The same way we started class, feet wide, knees knocked together. Let's place hands on top of our body, maybe both on belly or one on belly, one on heart. Let your body soften, let your breath deepen. Connect to that pulse of energy beneath your hands. Heel toe your feet back beneath your knees, hip distance apart. Find your block. If you've got it, lift your hips up, supported bridge. So block comes just on the lowest setting, right beneath your sacrum. Arms alongside your body like a shavasana arm. A little tuck of your shoulders beneath you, open hands. Continuing to elongate your breath, slow down your heart. Bring your knees in towards your chest, your feet lift up, and straighten your legs up, feet towards the sky. If you don't have a block, you can take your hands palms face down, just beneath your lower back instead for support. Maybe you want to point and flex your feet, circle them around your ankles. And start to bend your knees again. Lower your feet back to your mat. And then keep your right leg bent. Send your left leg straight and reach your arms up and overhead. There's a little bit more opening to the top of your left thigh and hip. If this doesn't feel like much and you want a little bit more, you could hug your right knee into your chest. And then we'll slowly switch sides. So bend your left knee and straighten your right leg. And then bend your right knee, both feet are on your mat. Pick your hips up just enough to move your block out of the way, off to the side. Once again, take your feet wide, knees fall together, and drop both knees to the left. So final time into a nice twist. You can stay like this, or you could take your left ankle and put it on top of your right knee for a figure 4 within this twist. If you do have the figure cross, uncross, bring your knees up through center, let them fall to the right. And then same option here, if you want to put your right ankle on top of your left knee. Just brings a little bit more sensation to the left leg, the left thigh, the IT band, the hip. If it's too much, don't do it. And bring your knees back up through center. And we'll come right into shavasana. Straighten your legs. Let them be wide. Feet fall open. Arms come down alongside your body, still with the palms open to the sky. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill all the way up. Expand your breath. Breathe a little bit deeper, a little bit more. Inhale. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. And allow yourself to fully relax here. Letting go of all effort. Sinking from doing to being. Shavasana. And you can stay here for as long as you need, as long as you have. I will leave you here in your shavasana. It has been such an honor to guide you today from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I hope to see you again soon.